What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Swoop, TCG, and we are out here with that fire, that heat, that sauce again. Yo, listen, this time we are gonna do an Azamina guide, part one. I'm actually gonna probably make a part two with some more in-depth combo lines for you guys. But I've had quite a few people, even back when I made the Azamina Diabell Control deck, a lot of people want to see lines. So I'm just gonna do the plain Jane basic lines. I'm gonna show you guys just one card, 1.5 card, 2-card combo, like a few, just so you guys can get the gist of it, and then you guys can get kind of creative with it yourself. I'll do a more in-depth Azamina guide with some of the stuff a lot of people don't really touch, like Queen Azamina, which is a busted card. That one gets you, that is the craziest extender for Azamina. I've tried multiple times to run it. It's not that bad. If anything, I'd cut the one hollowed and add another queen to the list and kind of do something like that. But if you're doing like a heavier Azamina build, see, like me personally, running a one hollowed as much as I have, because I always did the one hollowed, having that hollowed get banished just like hurts so bad. So it's like having the two, ooh, and it's always clean, especially if you're running a lot of simple spoils cards. So then, I mean, it's never a brick. But let's go ahead and jump on in. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any questions about those combo lines, or if you guys have any combo lines yourself that you think would be even more better or more unique. I might also do just like a K9 combo for you guys. I know some people want to see the K9 and Azamina kind of combo together and do test hands with that. I'm taking K9 Azamina to the regional next week, so I'm not going to drop that. I'm not going to give away my sauce before the regional. I'm going to catch a lot of people off guard over there and hopefully win it. That'd be awesome. But for right now, I'm just going to take you guys through the basic Azamina lines with basic discards, and then from there you guys can kind of start getting the fundamentals of it all. But let me know what you guys think, and if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get swole. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump on in and go over some of the combos here. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting into the K9 stuff. This is strictly just the Azamina portion. So our discard is always going to be right here, because naturally a lot of this is 1.5 card combos. So for our first combo, we'll have Witch and then just the discard, doesn't matter what it is. So you're going to go ahead and start off discarding, specialing out Witch effect. You're going to go ahead and set your Deception, activate the Deception. We are going to tribute the Witch. Deception will grab Hallowed. Now that we got the Hallowed, we are going to activate the Hallowed, and we will reveal Murisalago. We will send the Deception to summon on Murisalago, activate Murisalago's effect. Murisalago's effect will grab the Wanted, and then from here we are going to go, this is where you insulate yourself a little bit, because with Bestials and Crows running around, just go ahead and send it from the field. So Hallowed will activate Engrave. We are going to go ahead and send this back to the extra deck to add this to my hand. And now we have Hallowed plus Wanted, which is our guaranteed full combo. So we activate Hallowed plus Wanted. That is going to go ahead and grab us our Big Diabell. Now for our Big Diabell, we send these two because we are revealing Saint Azamina. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Saint Azamina's effect, and we're going to go ahead and bring back Ilsilda. Not bring back, but summon out Ilsilda. Now for this right here, if you take a look at our graveyard, we have Deception, we have the Big Diabell inside a grave. Now if you have Trap in rotation, you could also bring this guy out. You don't need to, but you could. But we're going to go ahead and activate Wanted's effect here. All right, I'm just going to go, this deck is already randomized and shuffled, but essentially you get the draw, and then we'll go ahead and put, what I would do if you have no traps, I'd just send back Big Diabell, because this will, Wanted plus Big Diabell will get you into your Moa Regina, which will help bring back if you break through this board for whatever reason. And then you'll still have Deception to set during the end phase. So then you get your draw into an Ash. That's pretty freaking perfect. And then end phase, you'll go ahead and set your Deception. And this is just a mid board right here. So we have a +1 card. So we literally got our Ash back off their shuffle. That's pretty wild. But then you have your set, Deception, your Ilsilda Omni Gate, and then you have your Saint Azamina on the board.
This is where you typically want to go to for your main line. You always want to get to Saint and then Il Silva. This is just an overprotective play. I mean, if you're breaking boards, you can do it a little bit different route. It just depends on your opponent's board, but this is like the standard line you want to go for pretty much all the time. So next up, the fast route. Now, people always think hallowed is a brick, but hallowed plus literally anything is pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and I just put all those cards in backwards. We'll say our next up will be, we'll go wanted with a discard, or discard will be nib. So wanted plus a discard. So we'll go ahead and activate wanted. Naturally, if this is all you have no other searches, I would activate this in the draw phase, just so you can get to deception and resolve that just in case. And for this one, you're going to go ahead and grab small Diabel. Now, the only problem with this line right here is since we are not playing Queen Azamina, you can't get to necessarily full combo, but you can still do something. So we'll go ahead and resolve this, special out her effect. Grab the deception, activate the deception, tribute the witch. Add the hallowed, activate the hallowed. Resolution, we will reveal Risalago. Remember guys, your reveal is on resolution. Don't let people fool you and being like, what's your reveal? Be like, do you have any responses? All right, if you don't have any responses, then you're on resolution, I reveal Risalago, all right? So we'll go ahead and send the deception, bring out Risalago effect. Now this is where it's just a little bit different and also where trap comes into play. We'll go ahead and grab out slumber. The reason we're grabbing slumber is purely because we already went through the one-of line. So what we can do here is go hallowed effect, shuffle back the Risalago to add back to hand. And we will go ahead and activate hallowed again. This time we will reveal Il Silva because we just want the Omni negate. And we will send the slumber. Now from here, what we're gonna do is reset slumber. So now you have an Omni negate and a Book of Moon. And then we will go ahead and activate wanted effect, placing your deception to the bottom of the deck. And drawing a card. Wow, imagine that, Jokel. Normal summon. Pretty cracked. All right. Next up, we'll go inside a little bit more fun lines here. There's a lot of options you can do, guys. We'll go with deception plus a tribute. We'll go grab out the nib. We'll go deception plus nib here. Activate deception, tribute. Go ahead and search for your copy of hallowed. Activate the hallowed. On resolution, Risalago. Risalago effect. Go grab the wanted. Very similar line, guys. If you guys aren't catching on, whew. But hallowed effect, shuffle back Risalago. Very simple, very easy, very hard to beat. Hallowed, chain wanted. Big Diabel. Resolution, reveal Saint, send those two. Special out Saint, activate Saint effect. And Saint can go ahead and bring out your Il Silva. So essentially this is the typical board you want to see because listen guys, when you get to this point right here, especially even if you're breaking your opponent's board, right? If you're breaking your opponent's board and you have a non-target right here, this guy can't be targeted, he can't target their stuff, it's already shutting off their plays right now. You can still activate their effect just to bait out interactions, bring out an Il Silva. Now you have an Omni negate on field. And then guess what guys? You go ahead and sack Saint Azamina and sack one of their monsters and bring out Azamina. I mean, and this card is just cracked. I mean, and that is just going to be a powerhouse to run over, especially Yummy. Yummy's going to have a very, very hard time to beat this card. You know, I mean, Yummy's going to have a hard enough time beating Saint. Honestly, you might as well just leave Saint up on the board and just attack him with whatever other engine you're running. All right, now we'll go into a couple like 2-card combos. We'll do Hallowed plus do Wanted and a discard. Hallowed, Wanted, and a discard. This is a little bit more of a complete combo. We'll activate Hallowed, chain Wanted per usual, the standard, except this time what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and add the Witch. We're going to send the Wanted. Bring out Risalago. Go ahead and activate Risalago effect. Go ahead and grab out Simple Spoil Slumber. We're going to go ahead and pitch the special out Witch effect. Bring out Deception. Now you could have done the same exact thing, guys, without the discard, right? I'm just showing you this with the discard because typically we don't want to, try your hardest not to send this to grave just because Bestials and Crows are running around. It's going to be really annoying if they remove this for you. So your best bet is to kind of just play like that. But if not, I mean, you could have pitched this for Witch and it would have been the same concept all over again. But really, this is also another way to extend if you're running the Link variant, which like your cache engine, you would run IP and a Gorgon, right? So you could easily link these two off into an IP. And I mean, it's all wraps from there because you got Hallowed and Grave, so you can shuffle it back, and then you have Saint and Il Silva right there. But you have Trap. This is pretty much like full combo right here. So, I mean, like I said, you could link these two off, make an IP, use Hallowed effect, bring this back, or you can just go ahead and if you just want to be like dumb oppressive, you can just go ahead and send these guys to get Deception's effect, add the Hallowed. And then you can just go ahead and activate Hallowed or reveal Saint. Bring out the Saint. We'll go ahead and activate Saint effect to bring out Moira Regina. If you're going for like a board breaker style, this is how you do it. And now this is the cool part right here. Now that you have Moira Regina and Maurice Lago on board, what you could do, right, is we still have these effects in Grave. So if you're going second, this is typically like more of a line you'd go for too, just because like this will help you break boards because you activate Wanted, or you activate Hallowed's effect to add back to hand, or you activate Slumber to set itself, this guy pops. Obviously it's once per turn, but you have these right here. So typically like you could save this for your opponent's turn, just so you have an Azamina effect to activate on your opponent's turn, so then you can pop. But I always like the Book of Moon. Book of Moon shuts down a lot of decks, so this card's pretty crazy. So I'd just rather just set it, and then you go ahead and get your pops right there. And then you could also, another cool thing you could do is same thing. You could link these two off into an SP, banish one of the things, activate Mo Regina's effect, and special out Saint again for free. Like literally that simple. Now you have an SP, Saint, and a Regina. So like there's lines you guys can do with linking. I'm just showing you bare bones, Azamina stuff. There's a lot of plays you can do, intermix it. And these guys work really well with linking together. But then obviously you got the Wanted, activate the Wanted. You're gonna go ahead and put the Deception at the bottom of the deck and draw a card. Wow, look at that, Emperor, that's pretty sweet. So that's more of a complete combo right there. You have pops, you have a floodgate, you have another floodgate where they're losing 1,500 attack total right now. And God forbid you decided to sack Saint Azamina and one of their monsters, they're losing 1,500. And then anytime they activate a monster effect, they're losing 500. And if their monster is at 0, they cannot activate their effects. So tell me what meta engine has a monster that is over 1,500 attack? Obviously Canines right now, but a lot of them, they get crushed by this, especially Yummies. So that's just a little fun fact for you guys. Now these are just like random off the top of the dome plays for you guys. What I can do for you here is I'll go ahead and draw a hand. I will not use Canine cards at all inside this combo, but I will just demonstrate if I have any Azamina lines for you. We'll just see if I get any. Who knows, that in Power Shuffle. Imagine that. So, I mean, this hand is pretty disgusting right here, guys. So obviously we got our non-engine and our canine cards right here, but we're not going to focus on those. We're going to focus on the Azamina portion of our hand. So we'll go ahead and pull these back, but let your imaginations run wild. Also, if you guys are playing in any tournaments, highly effective. If you're a turn player right now and you're going first, drop the Perulia and draw phase, guys. Just go ahead and drop that bitch, because you never know. It could be canine and VS or Draco tail. Just go ahead and drop it. You just drop whatever. It don't matter. Just drop it in draw phase. You don't really need it. But if you're worried about discard fodder, just go ahead and play it out like this. We're not going to pay attention to this. Activate Hallowed Chain wanted. We will go ahead and reveal Mu Risalago. Wanted, we're going to go ahead and grab out Big Diabell. Now, the reason we're doing this is because obviously we already have Diabell, and we're just going to go ahead and go in for an extremely extensive play here. We'll go ahead and activate Risalago effect. Risalago effect, we'll go ahead and grab us the... We'll go ahead and grab... I don't know. Let's grab Trap. We'll just grab the Slumber. Add that to hand. Now we will go Witch, send, and then we'll go activate Witch effect. Witch, set the Deception. Now, this is the cool part. We'll go Hallowed, shuffle back Risalago. I'm sorry, this isn't in frame for you guys. I'm still working on my setup here, so I'm trying to get a good camera position for you guys so you can see it pretty clearly. Let me know how it looks. I'm sure it's probably not the best, but we're getting there. Go ahead and shuffle back the Risalago with your Hallowed Engrave. Cool part about this is we haven't used Deception yet, and we have our tribute right here. I'm not even talking about these cards, right? So even if he interacted with this and we didn't get it, we can still get the Hallowed and we're still full comboing on him. So it doesn't even matter if they stop this. So then we'll go ahead and activate Hallowed. From here we'll reveal Saint. And we will go send Slumber and Big Diabell to the grave. Now, the reason we're sending Slumber and Big Diabell is because of the burn effect here. Obviously, it has come up and I have won games because I burned them on my turn and then I burned them on their turn when they send a monster to the grave, and that will come up a lot, especially facing off against Draco Tail and facing off against Canine. They're dumping monsters to the grave instantly, so you can easily get a quick burn because your Azamina monster is on field while this is face up. So we'll go ahead and send those, get out Saint. Then we'll go Saint effect. We'll go ahead and bring out the Il Silva. And for right now, I'll just put them inside Anima Zones. I mean, I'm just trying to keep this all in frame. This is just to get a general gist of it. Obviously, don't put yourself in Anima Zones. This one doesn't really freaking matter because it's untargetable, so you could bait out interactions like that. But this is where you're sitting at right here. And then you can go ahead and do Slumber effect. Now, this is the cool part, right? If you're playing the tuner, the Synchro Tuner for a White Forest package, the book face down, right? We got spells inside the grave right here. Spell and trap, so we can go ahead and special him out if we wanted to. We can special him out, and then we also will get the synchro as well. And that's just off a basic play if we didn't get interrupted. Now, I'm not playing that. My extra deck, I'm kind of conserving for the K9 and what that, but whatever build you're doing with the Azamina, that is also aligned. So if you play this, if you're playing Azamina, this card should be inside your deck regardless of what build you're playing. This card right here is literally helps you full combo with Wanted. It makes everything run smoother, and then he is a pop, and he special summons a tuner if you have another Diabell on the field. So this card is just absolutely crazy. I don't know why this QCR is so cheap. This card is literally cracked. I think people just haven't realized it yet. But we'll go ahead and set the Slumber, because we want to have Slumber all day, every day. And then we'll go ahead and activate Wanted. This is just showing you generic build. If you're not playing that, you just go ahead and recycle the Diabell so you can use it later for the Mo Regina, and then you draw your card. Look at that, another Witch. That's pretty crazy. But essentially, that's where you're at right here. And now you can actually extend further, just because, like, with this hand, I mean, this is pretty crazy. I'm not going to get into the K9 lines. I mean, with this, you can just go ahead and sack another Witch and just start going Hallowed again. And then you could actually bring out Mo Regina off of this too, because you can just send these two. But you don't want to overextend, guys. Biggest thing with this engine is very grindy, so you can plus off of it, and then you don't need to overextend. It does enough how it is. But the Super Poly definitely cooks this deck, so be careful with Super Poly. Super Poly is out there right now, a little more heavy than usual. But that is your basic Azamina lines right there. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hit the comments if you guys have any specific lines, or if there's an engine that you are trying to splash Azamina in. I'll be happy to go over lines with you. I've played Azamina in many different fashions. I have played the every form, anything you can think of that is Azamina control, I have played it. I'm a huge fan of this engine, this archetype. It is just absolutely impressive, and if you know what you're doing with it and you're confident with it, and as you saw, like, it's very fluid, it's very similar, everything's pretty much getting to the same thing. It just shuts down a lot of decks. So
Alright, y'all, that was my Azamina combo guide, part 1. I will make a part 2. I will also make a K9 Azamina guide as well. There's other engines that you guys are interested with, let me know. Another good engine that synergizes really well together, 2 of them actually, 2 that are really powerful together, is Azamina and Mitsurugi, because Deception tributes, so it kind of just fumbles into Mitsurugi lines and just helps you out a lot. The Azamina Castira, and Azamina Castira is very explosive. Being able to tribute your Fenrir after you have the Unicorn, summoning the Unicorn because you have no monsters on field now, and then you have the Hallowed in hand, then you activate a Unicorn effect, you get the Birth, you bring back the Fenrir, and then you just go straight into the Azamina lines. It's crazy, super cracked. And then obviously you have the Field spell, and you can send that to bring out Wiz, or you can send the Fenrir to bring out Wiz, bro. Crazy. I'm ranting, I'm rumbling. That's the story for another video. I got so many deck lists I want to put out to y'all, so many combo guides I want to give you guys. If there's anything you guys are interested in seeing, if there's something you guys want to test run, yo, run it by me. I'll be happy to experiment. We can explore it together and come up with a really unique meta. And if you guys haven't already, remember, please like, comment, subscribe. Let's grow a creative meta community together. I'm tired of everybody running the same spreadsheet, deck list, plus or minus a card. Bro, let's shake things up. Let's get creative. There's some powerhouse engines like Azamina, and Mitsurugi, and Fiendsmith, and K9. So many combinations that we can do. Like, let's get creative, guys. And let me know if you guys want to see anything. And as we say at the end of all these videos, man, I want you guys to stay active. Yo, get your steps in. You watching this video, man? Get your steps in, man. If you guys know this video is dropping, man, y'all better be ready after the gym and you're getting your cardio on. You just did your workout. Just start walking on the treadmill. Watch the video, man. There's your cardio right there. So let me know what you guys think. Stay blessed. Stay tuned. And we're going to keep getting swole mentally, physically, and spiritually, baby.